Well, hi everybody. Hope everyone had a fabulous Easter for those of you celebrating. I'm joined today by Simone. Simone Gemmett, as you know, is our head of strategy and new markets in our ANZ business. Welcome, Simone.
Thanks, Ben. Good to be here.
Many of you will have known that last Friday was Autism Awareness Day, and the team in Australia got together, I believe about 35 of the team, to do a walk for autism. And so maybe, Simone, we can start with that and you can give me a bit of a sense of what the team were doing last week.
Yeah, sure, Ben. That'd be great. So we started working with Aspect as a CSR partner in 2017 and then joined their Walk for Autism in 2018. So excluding last year, which we had to cancel, we've participated in 4 years of Walk for Autism. And basically it's 8 days of 10,000 steps, or at least 10,000 steps every day. So that's the commitment you make to do the walk. We do it in teams, which makes it a bit of fun. We don't always walk in teams, but keep the camaraderie going. Aside from getting your fitness up for the 8 days, also raising money for Aspect, which is our CSR partner.
Fantastic. And so I understand that was done across both Sydney and Melbourne. And in fact, I think Sydney was a bit more challenging this year because they had torrential rain. So how did the team deal with it there?
So I gather the team was busy walking around their homes, probably while they were on calls. I think given we're still predominantly working from home and wandering around shopping malls with their kids. But yeah, doing whatever we can to get those steps up. I had a couple of mornings of 6 a.m. in the dark, just trying to get them out of the way early. But yeah, we were pretty committed.
Well done to you and the team for that. Look, a lot of people don't know much about autism. They've heard of it. They sort of have a sense of what it's about. And it's, predominantly about a development challenge with communication and so forth. This is pretty close to your heart, isn't it? Maybe you could share a little bit about that and tell us about your story.
Yeah, sure. So I have 3 children. My middle son, Ryan, is autistic. He was diagnosed as autistic at 3.5. He's 16.5 now. So we've been on this journey for quite some time, but obviously quite a way to go yet as well. Yeah, you're right. It's predominantly challenges with communication, sensory challenges, and social challenges as well. Unfortunately, too, for a lot of autistic people, it often comes with other challenges as well. So my son also is diagnosed with a mild intellectual disability. He also suffers, unfortunately, with anxiety, which was quite bad during the pandemic last year. But it's quite a journey, and we knew nothing about it when we started on the journey. We know plenty about it now, and just do our best to support Ryan as much as we can.
Yeah, and it must put, in many ways, a lot of pressure on the family and a lot of adapting to different scenarios. You referenced the pandemic, and as you say, increased anxiety levels. That must have been quite challenging over the last 12 months.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, like all of our children, autistic kids go through their own phases as well, like our other kids do, but they can be quite up and down with their different challenges. So Ryan is quite overwhelmed with sensory challenges, very strong sense of smell, doesn't always love the feel of clothes, struggled over the years with different foods, texture of foods and things like that. So you often get over one hurdle and then you start on another hurdle. I liken it to, lots of other kids have other challenges and you just as a parent face into whatever it is that you're dealing with at that time and keep going.
Hats off to you and everybody else. There's plenty of people in our team who have kids and other family members who have been dealing with autism. And, we've got to remember autism isn't just a single piece. There's a whole spectrum, and you can be sort of anywhere from the Asperger's right through the different stages. So, look, thank you very much, Simone, for sharing your story. Congratulations to you and the team for getting through last week. How did you go personally, by the way?
I did well. So I did well over 100,000 steps across the 8 days, raised about $1,300, I think, in total. I love doing it, and I also love the awareness that it brings to people on the spectrum. That, for me, is a really big and important part of doing it. So, yeah, it was great.
I bet it is. And look, for everybody else, I look forward to spending some time talking a little bit more about this over the next few months. I'm, as you know, the sponsor globally for disability for Experian, and my intention is to shine a bit more of a light, not just on autism, but disability more generally. And in particular, people who have autism can actually play a really valuable role in the organisation. So watch out for that, and I'll talk some more about that in the coming weeks. So Simone, thank you very much. To everybody else, have a wonderful week, and we'll talk next week. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Simone.
Thanks, Ben. Bye.